Welcome to Segment 4, History 1302, Mr. Covert's class. Chapter 27, A Decade of Discord, the Challenge of the 60s. We will be discussing the liberal movement, nonviolence triumph, the civil rights movement, 1960 to 65, the fractured left, and finally the end of the era. The person of interest in this chapter is Martin Luther King, Jr. King became the youngest person to receive the Nobel Peace Prize in 1964 for his work to end racial segregation and racial discrimination through civil disobedience and other nonviolent means. In 1958, while signing copies of his book Stride Toward Freedom in Bloomstein's department store on 125th Street in Harlem, King was stabbed in the chest by Azola Curry, a deranged African-American woman, with a letter opener. It narrowly escaped death. In the Selma to Montgomery marches on Bloody Sunday, which is March 7, 1965, which was a major turning point in the effort to gain public support for the civil rights movement, Martin Luther King Jr. was not present at that location that day. His assassination in 1968 would lead to a nationwide wave of riots in more than 100 cities. Chapter 28, Writing a Nation Adrift, America in the 1970s and 1980s. We will be discussing downturn and scandal, a crisis of presidential leadership, the rights revolution, and finally the rise of the right. The person of interest in this chapter is Ronald Reagan. Just a few facts. He was the 40th President of the United States and the 33rd California Governor. He would select the first woman to the Supreme Court, Sandra Day O'Connor. His nickname was the Teflon President. Reagan is the oldest man ever elected to the office of presidency at age 69. He was the first serving United States president to survive being shot in an assassination attempt. Kennedy, Lincoln, Garfield, McKinley all died. Other attempts on presidents did not inflict wounds. Andrew Jackson and Gerald Ford. Theodore Roosevelt was a former president running in 1912 when he was target of an assassination attempt and was wounded. And Franklin Roosevelt was president-elect in 1933. The assassin missed his target that day. Chapter 29, Building a New World Order, the United States, 1989 to 2009. We will discuss a moment rich with promise, contested visions of government, transforming daily life, and finally new threat in the post-Cold War. The final slide of this chapter is this one on the War of Terror, on 9/11. A few things you wish to know. The FBI started PNTTBOM, which is the largest criminal inquiry in the history of the United States. This is the FBI's code name into the probe on the September 11th attacks. Also, the Plan for the Security Control of Air Traffic and Air Navigation Aids, which is called SANTANA, SCATANA, was invoked for the first time in history on this day. Deaths, excluding hijackers, at the New York City World Trade Center were 2,605. On the aircraft, American Flight 11, 87 were killed. United 175, 60 were killed. American 77, 59 were killed. United 93, 40 were killed. And 125 were killed at the Pentagon. Total 2,976. One World Trade Center, which is currently under construction at the World Trade Center site, will be, when completed, and stand at 1,776 feet. It will be completed in the year 2013 and will become one of the tallest buildings in North America. And this concludes Segment 4, History 1302, Mr. Covert's class. I've enjoyed giving you this presentation. If you have any questions or comments, please contact me. Thank you.